So hey, hi Hanshuman, how are you?
I am fine, sir. How are you?
So I am also fine.
So go to description box. So one link is there. My website link is there. Go and enroll for the mock interview.
So where are you from?
So I am from Bhubaneswar.
Bhubaneswar. Okay. So let's start. Okay. So introduce yourself first.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Anshuman Barik. I am from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. I have completed my schooling in Bhubaneswar. I have secured 89.6% in my 10th and 91% in my 12th. I had commerce as my stream in my plus 2, and I was also among the top 10 performers in my class 12. After completing my 12th, I started preparation for law entrance exams. When I was in school, I was one of the captains of a house. I was an enthusiastic participant in every co-curricular activities that were conducted in our school, and I have some achievements in it. I was also the school representative at the state level parade and had been part of various social welfare activities. I am an ambitious and optimistic person who always has a positive approach towards every situation, which I consider to be one of my strengths. I'm going to be the second generation lawyer in my family, so I have an ambition to become one of the finest lawyers in India. So in order to fulfill this ambition, I want to pursue BBLLB in Christ University. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So tell me about your family background.
Basically, my father is an advocate. My mother is a housewife.
Okay. Do you have any siblings or?
No, I am a single child.
Okay, okay. So let's move to another question. So do you have any idea as of which college is the top college for the law as in Bangalore?
So to be honest, everyone prefers NLU Bangalore as their first preference by giving CLAT exam. When it comes to if someone has not qualified CLAT, then they look for other private colleges like Christ University. It is one of the renowned private colleges in India, which has a good faculty in law who are very cooperative to the students. It also gives the opportunity it also gives the candidate to the opportunity to indulge himself or herself in extra co-curricular activities, and it is also well known for its academic discipline. I have seen in many of the universities that the students used to participate in every events, every extra co-curricular activities, but by sacrificing their academics, which has a negative repercussion for them in the future. So this is not going to happen in Christ. They are very strict towards their academics as well as towards their attendance, and
Okay.
it will also help me in my holistic development and personality development as well.
Okay, right. So why do you want to come as Bangalore?
In Bhubaneswar, as it is the capital city of Odisha, it is developed from other cities in Odisha, but it is not as developed as compared to Bangalore. It has some private colleges are good here, but not up to the mark. Where in case Bangalore has one of the top private universities like Christ University and NLU Bangalore and many other. Here we have government colleges. Most of them are government colleges, but the administration over here is not up to the mark as compared to that of Bangalore.
Okay. So according to you, your father is a lawyer. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
tell me important qualities of judge and lawyers.
uh, a judge a judge should be more analytical while listening to the arguments of the lawyers.
Hmm.
Then a judge needs to be more competent and should have enough experience to deal with the cases. He or she should not interrupt in between the argument because it automatically means it disturbs the advocate who is presenting his case in the court. A judge needs to be more educationally qualified with a proper knowledge of the legal field.
Hmm.
And as a lawyer, you need to be more sharper. You should have a good communication skills. You need to have analytical skills and many more, so that you can present your case on behalf of your client in the court very effectively, and so that your client gets the right justice.
Okay, right. Very good. So what is the difference between contract and agreement?
So all contracts are agreement, but all agreements are not contracts. A contract is an agreement which is carried out between two people. For example, by following the provisions of Indian Contract Act. For example, if A has a contract with B that
Mhm.
he would sell 1,000 kgs of sugar to him,
Okay.
then and there is a contract as per the Indian Contract Act. Then if A deceives from doing it, or A denies from doing the contract, then B can directly approach to the court and file a case against him for not carrying out the contract. But in case of agreement,
Hmm.
if A promises B to take him for a movie, then if he deceives from doing that, then
Hmm.
B cannot approach to the court, because it's just a conversation and it's not following any of the clauses of the Indian Contract Act. So
Okay.
this is the difference.
Okay. This is the difference of the contract and agreement. Okay. Right. So what is the difference between civil and criminal law? Civil law
Uh,
and criminal law.
so criminal law basically it deals with the crime that has occurred that has been committed by a person, and civil law depicts a group of person who are indulged in some of the malicious activities. For example, in criminal law, if A kills B in
Okay.
front of, if A murders B, then this case will be considered as in criminal law. But in civil law, for example, I will give, for example, it's the tort that happens.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not confident in civil.
Ha ha ha. I think you were a little confused in
Yes.
civil and criminal. So it's all right. Let's move to another question. So go through this question. This is very important for you. So we'll move to this micro presentation topic. So I'll give you one micro presentation topic, and today's micro presentation topic is so right to speech, yeah, or right to speak in India.
Okay. Can I take 30 seconds?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay. So can I start?
Yes, yes, you can.
Right to freedom of speech is one of the fundamental rights that has been granted by the Constitution of India. It gives us the opportunity to express ourselves and to give our opinion. It also helps to raise voice against corruption and against exploitation. It gives the opportunity to the minority communities to give their stand about their problems to the authorities. It helps the authorities to be accountable to the people. So, freedom of speech is one of the essential things which is nowadays misused by many of the people
Right.
because of the social media. We can see recently there are many hate speeches that are just circulating over in the social media, and government is trying to control it because hate speech is something uh, that that hampers the growth and development of our nation, and it will create a communal violence and riots in the country, which is creating a negative image in the global level. So, according to me, freedom of speech and expression needs to be used perfectly by every citizen of India,
Mhm.
not for just not for something that is affecting the country, but for uh, for the proper development of our nation.
Right.
So, with this, I would like to end. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let's move to another one. So tell me something about this Article 370.
Article 370 is basically, it gives the special status to the state of Jammu and Kashmir, which has been recently scrapped in 2019 by the central government. Article 370 empowers Jammu and Kashmir as a separate state, the Constitution of India will not be applicable in Jammu and Kashmir. They will have their separate party system and their own rules and regulations. So
Okay.
this is it.
So who is the current Chief Justice of India?
Justice D.Y. Chandrachud.
Okay. So who is current President of India?
Draupadi Murmu.
Tell me what is the background of Draupadi Murmu?
Draupadi Murmu is the first tribal woman president of India. She is also one of the youngest president of India. She belongs to Odisha. She belongs to Santhala tribe. And previously
good.
becoming a president, before becoming a president, she was a teacher in a primary school in her village.
Okay, really good. So tell me some important point of the annual budget 2023. Some important points.
Firstly, I will talk about the education. The Pradhan Mantri Vikas Kalyan Yojana 4.0, which is targeting Industry 4.0. This initiative's motive is to train the students in artificial intelligence, robotics, coding, and many more things. The government has also decided to launch a national digital library, which will be easily accessible in every part of the country, so that those students who were affected due to the COVID pandemic, they will able to recover. They will not face the same problem if any kind of epidemic comes in the future.
Okay.
And secondly, there has been modification in tax slab as well. The people who earn less than 7 lakhs, they will not be liable to pay any tax, which is a great relief for the working professional as well as middle class families. The taxes on cigarettes has been increased by 16%. The fiscal deficit has been fixed at 5.9% for the year 2023-24. And the custom duties on some of the mobile parts, TV parts, and kitchen chimneys has been reduced. The government has also initiated to set up schools for the social and economic upliftment of the tribal societies in the country.
Okay, it's accounting question. So because you are opt for as a BBA LLB, so let's move to this accounting section. So what is the golden rule of accounting?
There are 3 types of accounts. That is real account, personal account, and nominal account. Real account debit first comes in, credit what goes out. Then personal account debit what we receive, and credit what we pay. And nominal account debit is the expenses and losses, and credit is the incomes and gains.
Okay, so what is the full form of GST?
Full form is goods and services tax.
Okay, all right. Let's move to some GK and GS questions. So this is the last round as well. So who is the first Prime Minister of India?
Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru.
Who was the first Vice President of India?
Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan.
Okay. So who is the Finance Minister of India? It's current.
Nirmala Sitharaman.
Okay, so in this point of time, our interview is ended, and so let's move to the feedback session.